Hi, my name is Mackenzie Yamazaki and I'm a realtor with Berkshire Hathaway in Anaheim Hills, and today I'm going to be going over earnest money deposit. So an earnest money deposit can also be called a security deposit or a good faith deposit, and essentially that is exactly what it is. It is a deposit letting the sellers know that you're serious about purchasing the home. It is a deposit that you give to escrow once the seller accepts your offer. And you usually have about 3 days, and that's also decided in your purchase contract. Your earnest money deposit is usually about 1 to 2% of the purchase price, but this is situational and it can be lower and higher. A situation where your earnest money deposit would be lower than 1 to 2% would be if you were doing a 0% down loan and you were not very cash heavy at the time of your purchase. You could put in the purchase agreement that you are going to be putting in a lower earnest money deposit. And then it's up to the sellers to either ask for a little bit more or to accept it at that. So a situation in where it could be higher would be if you were in a bidding war and you didn't want to keep adding on to the purchase price, but you really wanted to show the sellers that you were serious about purchasing the home. You could make your earnest money deposit higher, which is showing that you are very serious, because there is a risk with losing your earnest money deposit. So I'm going to go over ways to make sure that you don't lose it. So in the purchase agreement, there are contingency periods for the appraisal, the inspections, obtaining finances, and selling your home if you already own one. So if you stay within those contingency periods and you then decide that one of those was the reason that you are no longer going to purchase the home, you will get your earnest money deposit back. But if you decide to go through escrow and you sign off and you are outside of those contingency periods, you could potentially lose your deposit with the seller if you fall out of escrow after those periods have passed. And your realtor will be able to walk you through all of those and make sure that you stay on track and on that timeline so that that doesn't happen. What's the difference between an earnest money deposit and a down payment? An earnest money deposit is going to be decided in your purchase agreement and agreed upon with your seller. So you're going to put this into escrow in the very beginning and it sits there the whole time. If you need to use it for closing costs at the end, it would go towards that. And if you had more than enough, or if the seller was going to help out with those, then it would go back to the buyer. A down payment is going to be decided with your loan officer, and there are 0% down programs that you can get. So if you had a 0% down program, that means that you're putting 0% down towards your loan to obtain those finances. But you still would have to put an earnest money deposit down to show the seller that you're serious about buying their home. So I hope this video was helpful, and if you have any other questions about an earnest money deposit, I would love to hear it. Please drop it below and subscribe. Thanks.